Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. If I could describe Matt Engarde in one word, it would be two-faced. Hyphens count as one word, right? Two, hyphen, face, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. So, turns out, I think there's no getting around the point that Matt Engarde actually killed poor Juan Corrida. Well, maybe not with his own hands, but he certainly hired an assassin to do so, which is tantamount to killing the man himself. Unluckily for us, he's our client. I think from the earliest days of this Let's Play, I theorized what it would be like to have a client who was actually guilty of the crime they were accused of, and here we are. So, now I assume that Matt's going to rub everything in our faces with his grand reveal, huh? Alright, Matt. What's going on, from your own words? Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. So you are Shelley the Killer's client? You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you? Well, what do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me, I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? But you're lying! What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. But why? Why did you hide the video camera and... A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Oh! No way! This dude! Is what he's implying he set up that camera in Juan's room not to assist Shelley the Killer, but to just flat out record him as insurance? Dude, this guy is smarter than he let on. Holy crap, okay. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why? Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay, and even blackmail him if I want. That's right. That video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough for an answer for you, little girl? Jeez. Okay, well, as long as you're coming clean about everything, why not tell us why you did all this? Why? Why would you kill Mr. Corrida? Because he was about to sling so much dun onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Corrida had been able to give it, then Mr. Engarde's secret would have... Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Corda ended up dead? Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin, too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone all working their butts off for me, Matt Engarde. Ah, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked you if you had killed Juan Corrida, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that de-killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Corrida! I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. But too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer, after all, aren't you? He's got us there. You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? But you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Mystic Maya. You wouldn't want to test a de-killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel! So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it all my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. That's such a cliché phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now? Now you finally found it. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth heard all that? Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. Oh. Wow, has that ever happened before? We were kind of just yanked out of a room and brought to another location. Has this series done that before? Interesting. I mean, I guess it did happen at the start of Case 2 in this game with Morgan and whatnot, and Turner Gray and all that. Yeah, at the very start of that, there was a bunch of automatic scene changes. Well, Wright, what are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy... No! We can't do that! That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth? Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. Well said, Edgeworth. Well, if there's one good thing that has come out of this recent twist, it's that I think we can count on Edgeworth as being an ally tomorrow in court. Me and him, at the very least, I think Edgeworth will try to find a way to the truth. I think he's well beyond the point where he'd want to send Adrian or even Matt to jail. Well, I mean, by Matt to jail, I mean Matt to jail without ensuring Maya's safety. As long as Edgeworth is on my side, things feel a little better. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer... Matt Engarde, that man is really... It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? I wouldn't call some of the trials I've sat through fair, no. Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get Engarde an acquittal, that isn't the proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Wright, would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You are a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. But why fight, Mr. Edgeworth? People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You're so petty. Wow, Phoenix, pay attention, dude. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. What? I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Oh boy. That little sentence there felt like Edgeworth was talking to the player, almost. Mr. Nick, the transceiver! Beep.
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My. What's the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time.
Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Engarde's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right?
Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client.
Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself.
I believe you are asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am.
Yeah.
This is what I like to call my aftercare.
What the heck is aftercare?
My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and is a part of an assassin's duty.
An assassin's duty?
We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end.
What is your name?
I believe I told you once before, however.
You did? But...
My name is... D. Killer. Shelley D. Killer.
You're Shelley the Killer?
Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a D. Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. You failed to keep up your end of the bargain.
Maya!
It would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a nice long nap.
No!
Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace the signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome.
Meow. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Well, so is Phoenix gonna pick up on the iconic meow of Boots? Or, not Boots, Shoe. Yes, Shoe the cat. I don't know what to say. Edgeworth! Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission. Meow. Huh? Oh, that? It sounded like a cat. A cat? It can't be. That cat. Can it? What is it? I think I know where Shelley the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for Engarde Mansion immediately. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's yeah, if that happened, this might go a lot differently than I might have thought. Alright. You hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. Yeah. Okay, let's skedaddle. Hotel lobby. Living room. Was that bear always sitting in front of the cat flap? I swear it was on the couch earlier. Maya! Please answer us, Mystic Maya! We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. he and Engarde were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Examine the door? There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick. I bet it's for the cat to use. Oh, you mean shoe? Can we enter it? Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason. Oh. A wooden bear-shaped figurine is covered in many thin cuts. A bear? Is that more of a thing for Mr. Corda? Why would something like this be here? Right? Look down. There's a little pet door installed here. I'm sure that's for Shu. Do you think that this came through that little door? Oh, that'd be clever. This door. It's locked. Well, I'm pretty sure it's used to breaking down doors by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Slam. Slam. Crash. Oh shit. Okay, Arg! There's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is Engarde's private lounge. Look at this, right? An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. Yeah, that was my first thought, dude. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. Ah, cripes. No. There's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. Wine cellar, go, go, go. She's not here, is she? We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. Curses. Yeah, the killer must have noticed that meow and took every precaution. Damn it. He is a pro after all. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Well, at the very least, we can check out this photo of Celeste Impax. This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste. Miss Impax? You mean? Yes, Mr. Corda's former manager. Why would a picture of Miss Impax be here in Mr. Engarde's mansion? And for that matter, why did we bring a, 8-year-old girl to the residence of an assassin? That is entirely unprofessional. Why does it say, with love? This might be a clue. Interesting. What's wrong, Pearls? Please let me see that picture frame. Huh? What's so special about the frame? On the back. There's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message. What? Open up the frame. What's inside? I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Or space? How small is your fine print, Maya? Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. No! Mystic Maya! Sob. Right! What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house. This is the last room. Looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth? Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Oh my god, we never cracked Miss Andrews' psych lock. Oh my god, I forgot about that. What the hell? I could just find out what secret she's holding. I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. Really? Interesting. Oh my god, how late in the night is it? Must be past midnight. Ignore the window on the left. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews? I have come to remove your psych lock. Other people aren't supposed to know about that, Phoenix. Psych lock? I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. Alright. Here we go.
Take that!
If I had to guess, we're about to use either the wooden bear or the photo of Celeste. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Engarde for the murder? I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Engarde. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said, revenge. So you are saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people, there is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. I mean, yeah. Celeste's photo, with Love Celeste, is written on it, found at Engarde Mansion. Now, assuming Mr. Engarde, didn't steal this from Celeste's residence at some point, then clearly Celeste Inpax loved Matt Engarde at one point. And, well, we know that guy to be a total scumbag who, flirts with a whole bunch of ladies, but that seems pretty obvious that he'd just use her and throw her away.
Take that!
What? What? What's I'm supposed to use a bear? What? No, my precious health! I need that for court! Okay, this is literally the only thing that I could possibly use because it's the only other thing I did not have when I previously asked her.
Take that!
What? We're back down to 1 health. What? What? I didn't get anything new at all. What the fuck? Okay, there's only one explanation for this, and that's because I technically could have cracked it earlier. I just progressed down an entirely different story route that led to completely different circumstances, and the game's just making sure I finish this up before the next day. Celeste's profile?
Take that!
Oh my god. Really? 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 Oh, okay. I am mad with myself right now. Celeste. There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impax's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yet. But for you to hate Mr. Engarde, it would mean that he must have had some relation. Oh. Here we go. Okay. I could have gone this far earlier, but I didn't have the final key to actually crack the thing. Okay. God damn it. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Max? I can now. Where'd it go? Here. This is a photo of Miss Impax, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impax's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Engarde's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Alright, nothing more to hide. Okay, that's kind of a generous heal. I think we're in good shape. Not as good as we could be if I wasn't so stupid before, but even still, it's a nice little buffer. Celeste. She was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Corda didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. But because of Mr. Engarde? What do you mean? Wasn't Corda the one who called off the wedding? I think I can see where this is going. Celeste? She was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. Is that the Golden Gate Bridge in the background? Oh, dude, they must have changed this for the localization. They must have. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with the love Celeste is written on the frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used, toyed with until she was thrown away. That's so horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see. So that's what happened.
But then why did Mr. Corda have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride.
Wow. Tell him, sister.
Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement, then unleashed the truth on Juan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That is very calculating, definitely.
He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Poor Miss Infax. That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds. And so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die.
Oh. So that prompted Juan Corda to hold onto that note for just the most critical time to make Matt suffer. And so he would plan to read out that note that would implicate Matt at the moment where Matt would be at the height of his pride after that victory at the contest. Oh, dang. Damn. It's all coming out. I see everything now. The entire history is laid bare.
Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge. There's that word again.
Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
And that was at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it, because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game.
Yeah. I guess that would be why Andrews would hate Juan Corda too. Damn, that's so cold. I mean, not Andrews' feelings, I'd say they're warranted, but everything is just so awful.
That night, when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. Whoa. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation, or with what I know now. Well then. Wait a second. I've heard this before. In this game. How did I get into this mess?
That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Deja vu. What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
Hopefully Phoenix hasn't been hit over the head with a fire extinguisher. I've had this dream before, sometime, someplace ago, as if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer to prove a killer innocent. Ooh, okay. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Ugh. Now listen up. You better not get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Maya. Phoenix. Phoenix? Oh, is that... Yay! Mia! Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. It's that accursed Engarde again. Beep. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. Oh, watch this be Gumshoe and he'll have his feelings hurt. Oh, I needed that. Okay. Gumshoe. The world's biggest punching bag. Okay. Okay, where was I? You're really mean, pal. Ah, Gumshoe! I'm really, really sorry. Where are you?
They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal.
Then, you have some sort of lead?
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up.
Gumshoe.
Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can to find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get Engarde the guilty verdict he deserves, pal.
That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first.
You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer.
Have to make the trial last longer. Oh, that's an interesting angle to play. Well, I'm sure if I can send some sort of signal to Edgeworth, he'll play along.
If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out.
Oh, now I get it.
I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we've got, just like you.
Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Beep. Hey, Phoenix? You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. Yeah! Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it.
Oh boy, here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Engarde.
Alright, I think I'm gonna have to call it here. I'm not sure if this video is gonna be short than I want it to be, but you have to admit, this is the perfect time to end. So, yeah, that more or less went about how I thought it would. Matt Engarde taunted the full truth in our faces, knowing he was perfectly safe from any retribution. And, well, I'm very pleased that Phoenix and Edgeworth acted very intelligently in everything they could do. Phoenix immediately recognized that cat meow. They got the good research going with the evidence. They finally cracked the whole truth from Adrian Andrews' own words. And yeah, I think we're definitely equipped with every weapon we need, as Mia put it. And gosh, that laugh I just had at Gumshoe's expense, I think that's the hardest this series has made me laugh ever since Phoenix's "yes, it's good to be alive" moments when he finally got in a word edgewise against April May. Yeah, oh man, April May. Oh wow, I wish they could bring April May back. She was the best, dude. Oh man. Yeah, I would have preferred April May over Old Beg, to be frank. Oh well. I think she's in prison right now, isn't she? Who cares? So... yeah, it looks like our strategy from here is just to delay as long as possible to buy the investigators time in tracking down Maya. But then again, Gumshoe said he had no leads, so... huh. If there was some way we could prove that... I don't know. My head's abuzz with all these possibilities, but I guess it's kind of worthless to speculate when I can just continue on next episode. So, yes, we're here, gentlemen. We're at the finale of the second game in this trilogy. This is the end, definitively. We have, 3-4 more episodes of this game at most? Oh, baby. This is going to be pretty wild. So, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been the closing hours of Phoenix Wright Justice for All. I thank you for watching, and hopefully, I'll catch you next time when we begin Day 2 of Court. Until then, please take care.